Hi, welcome back. Beautiful sunny day in Kilrush. I'm working on the mast this week. I actually did a good bit of the mast last week and videoed it and recorded it and I deleted it all by mistake. That's why last week's episode was so short. Anyway, long story. But so I still have half of the mast to do this week, so I'm going to record that. You can see it behind me there. I also have to do the boot top on the hull. The hull is finished then, completely. And when the mast is finished, then I'm ready to launch. So I should be ready to launch pretty soon. So plenty to do as well this week. I have a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of new equipment that has to be put into the boat. And so there's plenty to see this week, and I promise not to delete it and mess it up. So these are the terminals. I fitted them all last week. They're just regular T terminals. They turn sideways, fit into the slot, and then click in. But there's great movement in these fittings. So they're good. My inner forestay has come, the new one. I had fitted this fitting. You remember me putting that on, so I just have to take it off again. Clip in my. I'll be doing that in a minute. You'll see that. I've already put on the backstay. I just have to put a new pin that I have them in my pocket. These are the cap shrouds. I have the cross trees on. I had all that recorded, you see. They're my lures. Again, the same. All new diaphragm rigging. They're the aft lures. So I put all them on. So what I'm doing today, I've started already, is I have to open the furler, slide this up. Anyway, I have to run a new wire into the foil on both of them. A new diaphragm, a new 8mm diaphragm. So plenty to do on the mast. Okay, both wires evenly stretched and pinned at the end. And I don't know if you can see in there. You can see the end of the other one, so that I know that it's going to be about there. So I'm going to tape that with some insulating tape, mark it, and then I'll cut that clean, and then cut the top off the other end of the old one and push the new one through. That's the theory. It's not as easy as that, but I've done it before. New blade for the skinny one for the stainless steel, so there's no cross contamination from mild steel to stainless. And then I cut. Perfect. The mast is more or less done then. Fantastic. The weather is just so good for doing all this. So I have then just to measure up all the halyards and all the running rigging. Are kindly helping me with all the ropes and that, so all the running rigging, the sheets, going with Dyneema halyards with sleeves on top for chafe protection from, so it's all good. So I'm going to start that as well tomorrow, measuring off everything. All the furling lines and the drums will be replaced. Everything, every bit of rope on the mast will be new. So that's pretty nice to know, along with all the rigging. I have new insulators for the SSB radio, still wrapped in plastic. Wow, I really can't wait to get it. Whoops! I really can't wait to get all this up and get to new sails and go sailing. That's going to be a dream come true, and get out to sea again. That's what I love. That's why I'm doing all this, is to go sailing. So that'll happen soon enough. Excellent. The hard work will pay off. Replacing the stay in my main furler, in the forestay furler. So here's that's the old stay inside. It's 8mm diaphragm rigging. So I just got to open this. You can see I have the new one stretched out. It's over there. I cut the top off up there. I spliced the end of this one on and push the old one out, and the new one comes in, and I put a stay lock then at the end. It's tricky. I'll show you how I join the two shrouds to push one through the other. Opened up the end of the stay. I gotta cut off the outers and then leave the inner to make a male-female connection. You have to take your time, get it right. I'll be cutting this off anyway when it's cut to length. And this is just how I do it. I don't know if I'm not a professional rigger or anything like that, so I'm not saying it's the only way, but it's the way I do it. So you're left with this piece. I'll show you. You're left with that piece, and I'll do the opposite on the other end to make a male and female. That goes into that, and I push it right through. You'll see. I'll explain it better in a minute. So I just cut this off. This is the top of my furler, the very top that would be at the top of the mast. Cut that off, and like the other side of the new one, this is still the old one. I've opened it and I cut out the inside. So I close that up now, and then I slot the other one into it. I'll show you again in a second. It's like splicing. I got that one wrong now. So now I have it joined. New wire, old wire. Push it through and hope for the best. Pray. Got the cable out the far side, which is great. So now it's just getting the stay lock and putting the furling drum back onto the end, and then that's the second furler done. Mast 99% complete. So the new stay in through the foil. Here's the cone, especially for diaphragm. They come for 119 and for diaphragm, so this is the one. So I put it on there, leave it 3mm. I'll show you. One by one. Take your time, never force them. If you're forcing them, there's something wrong. Bob's your uncle. Everything should be symmetrical. After I tighten it, open it again and just make sure it's oh, look at that. Happy days. Then some people fill that with silicone and put it back on, and the silicone will come out the top. Some people don't. I don't know, again, it's kind of a dark secret. So as you can see, I did. I used the silicone because the ones I opened had it done, so I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's what I did. And that's it, the furler back together. That's nice now to have that finished. Looking nice. Next thing now is just the mast, and I'm back in the water. Last preparations, polish up the hull, and hopefully go in the water tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon I'm thinking in Kilrush, so. I think Waxwing gave me a message. How cool. I keep looking at everything to see the things and I check everything. I think I did. Back where she belongs. Beautiful. Well done. So on to the next phase now of the whole project. Mast, sails, sea trials. Oh, I can't wait. It'll be much nicer to sleep in her now as well, you know, when I go back over to the marina. I'll be back over there now, probably in a few days, by the weekend anyway. Beautiful marina. Oh, well done. I woke up this morning and just having coffee for breakfast. Woke up this morning to the sound, I woke up very happy, to the sound of seagulls, water lapping the hull, the ropes creaking, all the sounds have been back in the water. And I didn't get up till 11 o'clock. It's now, yeah, it's nearly lunchtime. So I woke up and I went back to sleep, and you know, I've been flat out for the last, I don't know how long. I've been flat out for months, and it paid off. Now I still have loads to do. I still have an amount of work to do. I have to fit the water maker. I have to go back to try. I kind of eased off and looking for sponsorship, and I still need a sponsor or a couple of sponsors to help me finish it. You know, there's still quite a lot to do and buy and stuff, but I was happy when I woke up. All the hard work paid off. I'll show you now. There's some, just to wake up to what I saw this morning. It was lovely to be back on the boat. This is where I sleep, and when I just looked out, and instead of seeing a boatyard, how lovely! And it's a beautiful day. So boy, was I happy when I woke up. Beautiful town as well. I love that building. I'm always looking at that building. In fact, that's where I store my stuff, but that's not why. It's just lovely. I had done a good bit of work on the engine while the boat was on the hard. So, I'm not apprehensive because I know it's a good engine, but I had taken out all the fuel lines and replaced them. I'd taken out the diesel tank, cleaned it out, and the work was endless. So when I turned on the key yesterday and did this, I was happy. I was doubting myself too much. So she was pumping away perfectly, charging perfectly. I was delighted. So I've taken so much stuff out of Waxwing. I noticed her water line, she's sitting really high, which is great. Which means I can load her up, because I took out so much stuff, if you remember, all the tools, and I had double and triple of everything on the boat. So I'm delighted, even though the blue stripe, I don't know if you can see it from there, the blue stripe is what I raised it up, but the black is her original water line, so that's good. I'm on the diesel dock still. I'll be here until I get the mast up, which might go up today. Still plenty to work to do, as you can see. This, and I'm definitely happy with that. Well, I got a lovely offer to re-register her as well from Dublin to Tralee or Limerick, whichever I choose. I had the most wonderful day yesterday. My daughter Rachel and her husband Joe came. Their friend Sinead came. I made a lot of friends. You know, I've lived in the boatyard for I don't know, 7 or 8 months, and I've made a lot of friends that have been working here, working on their boats, working on my boat, and they all came out yesterday and you know, cheered and waved, and yeah, everyone was just happy to see the boat go in. After everyone knew the work that had gone into getting Waxwing ready. I mean, people only saw a fraction of what was done. So to see the boat go in the water then was incredible. Just the feeling of Waxwing moving again is lovely. I also have a toilet and a sink, which I didn't have, so very good as well. So I'm delighted, to say the least. Hopefully I go working on the mast now today. I got a part I was waiting for yesterday from Mast and Rigging, so the rig will be finished. I have to do a few small jobs. I got to put on the just the Windex and a few bits and pieces. Very easy stuff after compared to what I've done to the mast. The mast has been fully re-rigged, everything new, plus an additional inner forestay. I think I've listed it all already. And I went over everything. I double checked everything. So a great week had by all. I hope you liked the video. I know I had fun making it because it was an exciting week. And I had a good sleep last night, so I decided I was going to take it easy today and eat well, rest well, and I almost have a day off. I don't think there'll be a problem getting the mast up. That should be straightforward. So hope you enjoy watching the video. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It really helps. If there's anyone out there interested in sponsorship, I'm still looking for a lead sponsor or a couple of sponsors. There's still quite a lot to be done, so that would be super as well if anyone was interested in that in any way. Like food companies have a lot of stuff to get. If anyone's interested, just contact me. Okay, that'd be great. All right, thanks for watching. All right, bye now.